We all have things that we use on a daily basis. The coffee machine that enables us to kickstart our day, the toaster oven that gives us a warm breakfast, our mobile phones with apps that either keep us connected or help us become more productive, and at night, the television that helps us unwind. But once in a while, these things malfunction and disrupt us, like losing the internet connection and needing to restart the router. There's a moment of frustration and a short wait that feels like forever. Then, after one or a few tries, everything either continues as expected or needs repair. So, why is it that we accept these inconveniences as part of life, but somehow expect ourselves, our bodies, and our minds to keep going without proper rest and reset? Then we start getting annoyed at the smallest things, constantly feel drained, or even start getting sick. So, why not approach resets the same way for ourselves? In the past 6 months, I started to carve out some time for a mental reset routine. It helps me find my way back to myself time and time again. And these simple, slow habits and calming routines have helped me continue on with the things I want to do, achieve, or to simply experience in life. My mental reset routines usually happen at the start of the day. At least one morning a week, I intentionally plan to do nothing or at least plan to do less. Starting the day with a lot of mindfulness doesn't come naturally to me, but I hope it eventually would. I guess it's more like a muscle that needs constant exercising, but it's worth it. Before starting my day, I tidy up some things around my home. I also take the time to take care of the small details. Because to me, it's the little things. They all count, they all add up. I begin by making my bed and fixing the sheets. Then I go around my apartment to see if there's anything else that needs tidying. There's usually things lying around my home from the evening before. I clean up, refresh the energy in my environment, do the laundry, or anything else that could use a little care. I like opening the windows a few times a day for some fresh air. Mentally, I also imagine whatever unhealthy thoughts or energies that are lingering in my home getting swept away by the cool winter breeze. It took a long time to get off the habit of checking social media or the news on my phone as a way to wake myself up. I tried and I failed so many times, and I still slip up some days, but at some point I felt like I was robbing myself of my valuable time just scrolling the morning away. Now I'd wake up the same time, but instead allow myself to lay in bed for as long as I need. I observe the thoughts that enter my mind, but I let them come and go. No judgment, and when possible, no action points. Some mornings I even stay up to an hour just waking up in bed. The intention of a reset for me is to be kind to myself on these days, so I do what feels right at the moment and the rest follows. The reset isn't one that follows a certain timeline, time frame, nor list of things to do. It's a loose set of habits where I can do what helps me based on the time that I have. In these mental reset moments, I also take the time to make myself a warm meal. I recently started carving out more time for preparing a more wholesome breakfast. A warm meal has such a comforting effect on me, especially in the cold, wintry moments of where I live. It feels like a warm hug, and my body thanks me for it. Today I'm preparing a warm oatmeal with some dark chocolate and cinnamon. I'm topping it off with a heaping spoon of almond butter, half a banana, some chia seeds, and a generous portion of maple syrup. I'm not someone who stays tidy the entire day, especially since I'm often working from home. So, emptying my desk makes me feel like I accomplished something for myself already. To me, it means a lot, especially on days where my mental health isn't doing so well. On those days like today, anything and everything can feel like a struggle. Organizing the things around me lets my mind see a tangible result, and I remind myself that I am capable, that I'm doing just fine. I often do these things in silence because, as much as I love music and as much as some songs have a healing effect, silence and stillness give me the space to really be with myself, be with my thoughts, and sit with them. They're uncomfortable at times, but I find that giving myself the time to sort the mental mayhem allows me to reset my energy and my emotions. So, in a way, while cleaning my environment, I'm also doing some internal emotional housekeeping. I find that making friends with some difficult thoughts or feelings has been the kindest, most calming thing I can do for myself. But escaping on my phone, pacifying myself with music or TV, running off on a vacation or whatnot, only really delays the process. Learning how to slow down was not easy. I was so used to waking up already knowing what I wanted to do and what I wanted to accomplish. Each day was centered around achieving, so much so that any other activity stressed me out. It simply wasn't doing me any good, now or in the long run. Today, I'm thankful that I can start some days with a sense of calm. The peacefulness in my home had to start within me. By shifting my perspective and slowing myself down, I found solitude and serenity in doing normal things. Friends, I'm sending you some calm energy to help you get through your week. Thank you for being here.